Today we got some absolutely insane updates to a bunch of pets in Prodigy, so I'm going to quickly get into this and go over it as quickly as I can. It is absolutely insane, some of the things we've gotten. Pet name changes, pet rarity changes, spell changes, etc. These are insane to some of these pets. So let's go ahead and go into it, and it was totally random. Nothing suggested that this was going to happen, but let's go through as many of these pets that we can and find out what we can. So I'm gonna start going through as many of these as like I can to make sure that none of these specific ones have been updated. I'm just going to go through the ones that, even though I don't expect them to be updated, just making sure that none of them are, so I'll spend a little bit of time doing that. But so there were pets that were made astral, there were pets that were made shadow, there were pets that were given astral spells. That is insane. And there were pets that had name changes, all of that, etc. And it's absolutely insane. So we're just going to keep going through here, making sure these are all the same as they have always been, just to make sure. Let's just go through all these just to check. This video will probably be out a little later than I would usually put it out, but okay, here's the first thing we have. Pom Prickle and Spindle are now shadow pets. That's insane. They have the same names, but they are now shadow type, which I did not see coming at all, and I think that's super cool. Really glad to see those type of things that are happening. This was very random too. Like I had no idea this was going to happen. So their descriptions are also a little updated. For Spindles, for instance, also known as dark hogs, Spindles may seem cuddly, but unless they've accepted you, you're more likely to lose a limb than reach the soft underbellies they hide under their prickly armor. So that was a bit of update to their description there. It's just completely unexpected. Did not see this coming at all. But yeah, let's keep going through and see what we have next that's new. Because there are some crazy ones coming up that I cannot believe they've updated. Dreamlet's the same. Squawks and Tropic are now Astral Pets, and that's insane. They have astral spells now, both of these. That is something I did not expect, and it's so cool. So nothing new about their descriptions, I don't think, or names definitely, but that's just updated. They are Astral Pets. So one thing I do notice here down at the end is, well, why are Jester and Jester in here? I have no idea, but we'll see. That's obviously a mistake. They're not supposed to be there because they seem to have the same IDs as regular Embern and regular Lyson. See, there's Jester Embern right there, and it actually has a new name. Oh my gosh, it is now named Embright. So it went from Jester Embern to Embright, and it became an astral pet. And its description was updated accordingly with its name. And yeah, that is now an astral pet. Insane. And it's called Embright. It's in the wrong spot in the pet book. Hopefully that gets fixed because that throws the whole pet book off, but yeah, that's cool. And Jester Lyson is now called Lyoglow, and its description is now completely different. Glowing with astral power, Lyoglows have a light-hearted nature despite their powerful aura. Now that is just, oh my goodness, that's crazy. They're both astral now. They have astral spells, at least one. They should be, yeah. And we'll go over some of all the spells that I can find later on in the video, but none of these should be changed. These are just the more generic types of pets. But I'm just gonna go through them anyway, just to make sure. I don't want to miss any randomly changed pets because I didn't check on them. But yeah, we've got, I mean, insane updates here. And did not see this coming one bit. Yeah, that's just, I mean, goodness gracious. Wow. I could not believe it once I first saw that this had happened. Could not believe it. So I had to go check, and I was like, oh my gosh. What? We've got some crazy name changes coming up too. Like several pets have their names changed, and that's crazy. I did not see that coming one bit. But yeah, let's keep going. See what we find here. We'll just get to the end. Most of them are more towards the end. Yeah, most of them are towards the end. They're all the same up through here and all that. But yeah, we have craziness going on here today. I have no idea why it happened, but I think it's super cool, and I'm glad that it happened for sure. But the new names, I'm definitely going to have to take some time to get used to. It's going to take a lot of time to get used to some of these crazy new names that these pets have, that I've been so used to the regular names that it's a shock seeing these insane new names that we're getting. So yeah, let's just get to some of these ones in the back here. Just check all the others just to be sure. Don't want to miss any. But yeah, all these should be the same. Yeah, all these are. Drenchor is the same, yes. Let's go wild. Blast Drought. Okay, Stormy Squawks is now called Stormlit. It is not Astral like Squawks is, it's still Storm, but it is now called Stormlit instead of Stormy Squawks, which is interesting for sure. And Stormy Tribeak is now called Stormbeaks. So big name changes there. That's crazy. I did not see that coming at all. That's just insane. Yeah. Had no idea this was gonna happen today. Okay, Tropic Pom Prickle is now called Tropical. That's a crazy name, Tropical. I mean, it's just a shortened version of Tropic Pom Prickle. And Tropic Spindle is now called Trondle. That is crazy. Trondle. I don't know. I don't really like that one that much. I'm not a big fan of this Trondle name, but it'll take some time to get used to. Loomable is the same. Interesting. All the mythical epics should be the same. Just gotta check and make sure. Jacko Sprite seems to have its name capitalized now. I don't think the Sprite was actually capitalized beforehand. I'll have to check on that. But yeah, really interesting. Black Ice Arcticlaw, I wish they would change it to Umbra Arcticlaw. For some reason, they still haven't. And this would have been a great time to do it, but they didn't. And Deep Sea Funkule is now a shadow pet called Angler. And that is how it is for the rest of these as well. And that's just insane. It's called Angler, and it makes sense now. The description is also updated. Deep Sea Benil is called Lurker. The description is completely new as well. It's definitely new. It's also shadow type. Insane. And it totally makes sense. I'm so glad these are shadow pets. They look like them. And Leviathan for Deep Sea Fathom. That's a perfect name right there. And it's shadow. It has a new description. Leviathans glide through the inky darkness of the deepest ocean trenches, swallowing everything in their path. Insane. Cannot believe they did this, but so happy about that for sure. The name sounds so much better, in my opinion. So yeah, let's keep going, see what we got here. I really wish they had fixed Coral Aquaster's description. They might never do that, because that just hasn't happened. Yeah, none of these are any different. Bonamite. Bone Terramite is now called Bonamite. It is now Shadow along with Bone Pterosaur, and it has a new description as well. Bonamites hail from the land of shadow, living in groups in its boneyards. Interesting. It had an updated description already, but now it has a new one. And Bonosaur instead of Bone Pterosaur. Bonosaurs are terrifying to behold. Their blue ghostly fire enshrouding their bodies. Some of these descriptions are missing commas, definitely. You can tell that they need a comma there, but Maybe that'll get fixed, maybe not. I would not be surprised if it never got changed, but yeah, it's just the way that is. Yeah, we just gotta keep finding some stuff here. Stormbluff is the same. Comedy is the same. Or Galaxy is the same. Lavama, Mythical Epics are the same. Mellow Duet is the new name for Melody Dreamlet, and it is also an Astral type. So really glad to see that. That totally works. Love to see more Astral Pets. So excited. So glad there were more Astral Pets added with this update. Painter Sprite is now called Faye. I don't understand what the name Faye is, but it's also an Astral Pet. So Painter Sprite and Painter Sarazig are Astral now. And this one is named Faye. Oh my gosh. Painter Sarazig is named Sarazeg. Sarazeg. There's Sarazig, Sarazag, and now Sarazeg. Oh my goodness. I can't handle that. That's insane. You're gonna have to do a lot to remember those three. Let's see. Okay, Lagoon Shade is now called Phanto. Interesting. Phanto. It is still plant, and nothing else seems to be changed about it, but that is crazy. And Lagoon Spectral is now called Dryad. Definitely really cool. Dryad. Definitely take some time to get used to these new names. Shadow Drake and Blaze Boom are, of course, the same. So it looks like those are all the pets that have been updated, and that was a lot. And it's a lot to take in, for sure. Yeah, let's look at just some of these ones that we have here updated and some of their spells and all that. Yeah, Angler, it has Dim and Darkness as shadow spells now. I don't know if it had one or two. I don't remember if it had one before that. But there's Embright. It has one astral spell at level 20. I'm sure it would have another if it was at level 100, but we can't get to that right now with this pet because of that evolving update. With the magic coins, there's Tropical. It's the same, except just the name change. Faye, aka previously Painter Sprite, has 3 astral spells. That's crazy. Starbit, Astral Flare, and Starburst. That looks like a good lineup. Yeah, and it has 1 water spell too. So yeah, those replaced its fire spells. Phanto doesn't have any new spells. Let's see, Bonite, you can't see its other spells because it's only at level 20. I'm sure it would have 1 astral, 1 shadow spell, like, but we'll see. There's Lurker. It has Darkness and Shadow Storm as its shadow spells. Great for that. Let's keep going. I can't believe this. Like, I'm stunned that Prodigy did these things. I would be speechless if I wasn't recording these right now. I can't believe it. Tribeak. Tribeak has 3 astral spells. Astral Flare, Starfall, and Astral Storm. What a lineup. My goodness, that's crazy. Never expected this to happen. And Tribeak is good for Astral. That's going to be a good pet to use, I tell you that. Stormbeaks doesn't have anything different, just a different name. But that's still a different change to the name, which is going to take time to get used to. Lyoglow has 1 astral spell, and that is Comet. It has the best astral spell in the game. Comet is the best astral spell in the game, and this pet now has it. Jester Lyson, and now called Lyoglow, has the best astral spell in the game. You want to use that for sure. So keep that in mind as the best astral spell in the game. Leviathan has Shadow Storm and Eclipse as its shadow spells. Nice. Eclipse is good to have on there. Let's keep going. Mellow Duet, here it is. It has 3 astral spells. Let's see. Astral Blast, Starburst, and Starlight Blast. Isn't that one of the new ones that was on one of the Dragon Isle wands? It has 3 astral spells, and one that it's the only one that can cast right now. Sarah Zeg has Starbit, Glare, and Shooting Stars. 3 astral spells. That's insane. Dryad, nothing new, just name change. Oh my, I can't believe this. Like, I'm shocked. Bonasaur has Dark Globe as its shadow spell. What a spell. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it has that. It replaces its fire spell. That should be it, I think. That's all the ones that have been updated. I don't think any of the pets that I don't have were updated. But yeah, as you can tell, there were some insane updates that came out of nowhere today. So I hope I covered everything in this video. I hope I didn't miss anything. But what do you think about these insane new pet updates? And which pets are you going to be using more often now? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments.